Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. My name's Jake. Welcome to my show. It's not Thursday today, but I got the day off, so here I am. You can find me at tubajake_69 at Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I'd like to hear your stories. I like to know what people are doing with beer, experiences while you're drinking, a story that you've got that has to do with something I'm talking about, maybe. It's cool to hear from you guys, so please, I will do my best to get back to you on whatever it is you're talking to me about. The cider we've got today is Grizzly Pear from Blake's Hard Cider Company. Pear, apple, elderflower, should be pretty good stuff. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Made out of Armada, Michigan, if I remember correctly. Let's get this thing open. We'll get going. Okay, so it's a pear cider. If it's made with all pears, I do believe that they call it a Perry. Like P-E-R-R-Y, if I remember correctly. Seen it a couple different places. Actually, most I've seen at Horrocks all spelled out like that. And they did a thing recently where they talked about them on one of the podcasts I listened to. Perry's, that is. I was like, wait, what is this? Because I listen to them fast, so I can listen to a bunch of them all at once. But it sounded good. And I saw this at the store, and I was like, oh, I'll try that, because it sounded good. So Perry's are generally light, delicate, which it makes sense that this would have the pear, but then also the other flower, because it'd be more, and make it more floral, which is what I'd expect this to be too. So let's find out what it's really like. It's good. It's sweet. Not that dry. So I guess that's all right. 5% ABV, so it's probably not going to punch you in the face with anything. That's nice. The more I drink this, the more I'm getting like caramel flavoring. Like extra sugar in there, maybe. Something a little bit burnt. But not like actually burnt, just like burnt. Like caramel. Huh. Smelling it too. Maybe it's the elderflower. I don't think it is though. I'm pretty sure it's the pears. It's like the outside of the pear of a pear, where it's got that really super intense sweetness. Like these pears are actually ripe, almost overripe. Where you get a really super juicy pear, the kind that runs down your chin, or used to run down my chin, now it just runs into my beard. But I haven't had one really that's been that good since I've had all of this. Recently had the caramel apple. Recently, it's been a couple of years, I think. The caramel apple cider by Blake's, and this reminds me a little bit of that. Mostly because of the thing that I'm thinking that I'm tasting caramel in there too. But I don't think that's really what I'm pretty sure that it's the super sweet saccharine taste of the pear that I'm getting that's making it taste like that. But yeah, the caramel apple cider by Blake's, it kind of reminds me of that. Does this remind me of a story? Yeah, it kind of actually does remind me of a story. Okay, so I've got these friends. They do a band. This band has played all over the country. One of the places that they play is at Blake's when they do their, I don't know what it's called, but it's a end of summer, early fall thing. That's my sister's cat. I woke her up. I think she's mad. Late summer, early fall thing where they are picking apples. And they play that too. Class A is pretty neat. It's a band of all Eagle Scouts. which is also very cool. There's like the three brothers that play in the band and then a couple other guys. But really, it's mostly just the two brothers. The third one's quite a bit younger, actually. Like the oldest of the three brothers is my little brother's age, which is kind of how I know them. Through him, sort of. He is actually my brother, not my little brother or anything, just a brother. Which is also weird because I met a guy that works for me who is also a brother in Slurm and all that stuff, which is also pretty interesting. But yeah, they play that like every year apparently, and whenever they can, they play the National Boy Scout Jamboree, which is also very cool. But they've played a lot of them because they've been around the Boy Scouts for, I mean, a lot of years, like 20 years would not be underestimating it, I think. But yeah, cool dudes, all of them. Actually, they were all up at my cabin for at least one bachelor party, possibly two, because the two brothers had their bachelor parties at my hunting cabin, which was a super good time. But yeah, from what I've been told, it's a blast over there at Blake's, that harvest thing, because they play, and if you're on the band's list, you get in for free. Apparently, I'm on the band's list, which is very, very cool. I haven't been because it's on a weekend, and I work retail, so I work weekends. But I might ask about it this year, see if I can get over there. Because it sounds like it'd be a blast. And seeing those guys would be very cool. Very cool. Actually, one of those guys in the band was on my Can Jam team when I put one through the slot on the Can Jam and won the whole thing. Won that match, which was a super big deal because the guys that we were playing against were really good at it. Really good at it. You know, the 22-year-olds. I don't think they were 22. I think they were 21-year-olds. Who actually played on Michigan State's ultimate team. So beating them at Can Jam, kind of a big deal. Oh, well, that was real good. Okay, so I've got a quote for you. Quote today is from Billie Holiday. She's a super awesome singer. Jazz singer. Old, kind of. So what she said. Somebody once said, "We never know what is enough until we know what's more than enough." So, yeah, you've got to go beyond it before you know what you got to test. You've got to test your limits. Sometimes life can be hard, and the only way that you can realize that life's hard is to have a hard life, I guess. Don't forget, you can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at tubajake_69. Tell me your stories. I'd like to hear them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channels. Because it's super cool. I like it when you guys do that. Makes me feel special. All right. Well, I'll see you next time. When you got time for a beer.